and you tell me why you still believe in the Yankees, because I'm looking at the Yankees, okay? And what do we have over here? We have a whole bunch of guys who are playing out of position. DJ LeMahieu just got DFA'd. Bye.
He gone.
He gone. So now your third baseman is Oswald Peraza for the time being. So you don't have a stick over there. Then you look around the infield. You have Austin Wells, who's having a fine year, 14 home runs, hitting, 226, which isn't exactly great, but only a 106 OPS plus. So when you see the home runs and you see a 106 OPS plus, what do you see? You see a guy who's hitting a lot of cheap home runs in Yankee Stadium. Paul Goldschmidt was hitting about 370, 380 in the first month of the year, and now he's hitting 290 because he hit somewhere in the 150s in June. Volpe has been a joke. Their bullpen has been a joke, and now you lost Clark Schmidt. How do you still believe in this Yankee team? Go.
How do I still believe in the Yankee team? Because they lost 6 games in a row. I get it, but then now they've won 3 games in a row. This is the up and downs of the team. They're still playing. They're still a second place team in the AL East. They're going to end up being first place probably by the second week of after the All-Star break, because they're just better than everybody else when they step on the field. Even when these guys aren't playing great, they're still a competitive team. That's the crazy part about this. Even when they're not a good team, they're still a good team. Yes, Clark Schmidt just went on the deal, and they brought up some dude who absolutely shoves at 100 miles per hour and pitched great and got the dub yesterday. Rodon's one of the best pitchers in baseball right now. Max Fried's
Hold on one second.
arguably one of the best pitchers in the AL right now. The entire lineup in the last 7 days is going off like crazy. This is the normal lull of a season, and they're going to be just fine when they get to the playoffs.
Okay. I just want to mention
they need help in the bullpen is what they really need.
They need a bullpen. They need a third baseman, and they could use another starting pitcher. Rodon, though, I was talking about Rodon the other day. He has done a wonderful job this year, but what really pissed me off was they should have won that second game against the Mets. Rodon versus Montas, you should have had the edge over there, and he got his butt handed to him. I do not trust him in the big spot, and that's a big problem for me when I look at Rodon.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to trust him in a big spot. I'm okay with that. I do enough because he's stepped up in other big spots throughout the season and done well. Marcus Stroman is a fill-in at this point, and they're still able to compete against everybody in the league, even with a lot of these things that we can talk about it being down. I believe that lineup's going to come back better. They're going to get some health in that rotation, and we'll see. But he'll hopefully at some point comes back and stuff like that. They're going to get some help there, but this is the Yankees. They're going to go get a reliever or two and possibly a starter. I don't think that lineup's in that dire straits, but they will get better.
Okay.